Alrighty, I'm just hopping back in here for some more 7 Days to Die action. And getting everything set up. Oh, word up, that updated already. Seems like I can hear myself. Hold up. Aha! I can hear myself. Okay, cool. I had the volume down too low and I was like, wait, is it working? What's going on? Alright, so let's do that. I think we are all good. Cool. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're all set up. Hopping back in here, we got, I'd say, a fair amount of work done yesterday. Pretty much the north side spike pits are finished. There's a lot of floor that still needs to be laid out there, but the spike pits themselves are set, and I don't have the spikes in because they're just gonna get messed up. You know, if I put the spikes in now, it's gonna be like until I finish the whole thing, it's just gonna be zombies walking over them constantly, and me either repairing or replacing them. Um, and so we're gonna leave the spikes. But we need tons and tons of adobe. So we will be heading out to the desert yet again. And well, I guess honestly, we'll probably go right outside the hub city. I've got that like rectangle area where I was working on just digging up a bunch of sand. So I guess we'll do that. Man. And I'm debating on putting in a mushroom garden inside the walls. As much as I like this one down here, seems like a good idea to have the base be self-sufficient, right? It has all the things that it needs. Okay, so we're going on a trip. We need to make sure our stuff is set. Oh, and I think I, yeah, absolutely forgot about Horde Night again. And maybe had to run out there. And I most likely tossed a bunch of stuff in a chest somewhere. Oh no, I took it with me. Oh, I have old sinks down here. I've been buying them. Yeah, I'm awesome. Good job, me. I gotta go find my shovel. And as we get closer to the base, the game's gonna lag out a bit. I don't think the game likes having to load this thing in. Man, really dig the hallway though. I gotta do more of this stuff. Just not right now. Cool. Wrench. I doubt we'll need a wrench. What I should do though. Man, see, I wish I could make this on me. I'll just go ahead and start it right now. I'll just, I don't have any, I don't have any wood out here. Are you kidding me? Alright, you know what? We'll just make it down in the base. Because I should probably repair these as well. Yeah, we just don't have any of the stuff we need out here. Oops. My bad. Alright, cool. Well, we get to check the hallway out. It's pretty awesome. I can dig it. I'll walk back down through here. And on our way out, I'll just like walk out and take a look at the horde defense, like what we've done so far. Ooh. I'm gonna teleport myself into the ceiling if I don't watch out. That's not a good place to be. Alright. Just kind of thinking about it, it's like, man, I'm going through a lot of trouble to make this extra shovel. Just so like I can repair mine up and it'll stay 600. But it's like, dude, you're going to dig sand up. I think you'll be alright. Make sure those are all set. We could probably grab a few more beers while we're here. And see, this is the thing. Like with Masada, it's when I want to go on a mining trip, we seriously have to prepare and like plan ahead. Seems like I guess I'm just doing that. I'm not even really carrying a bow anymore, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's all good. And this is just about over, so I might as well sit here for the last few seconds. Sweet. All right. Top off on the food and the water. Sweet. So we are good to go. I think like one of the last times I went to go make this trip, I had like one day before Horde Day, and I was like, oh, well, I guess we'll make this quick. It would be nice to spend a bit more time down there. And really, like, I'm just focusing on sand. Because clay I can get anywhere. Well, except for the wasteland. Well, I don't know. If you dig through the destroyed stone, can you find clay? Maybe. I'll have to think about that. Anyway. Oh, what's neat? Check this out. See, like, way out there in the distance, that, like, big hill-looking thing, that is the highway that leads into the hub city. That is super cool. Let's check that out. That's this highway right here, as it, like, leads into and creates this valley. Actually, it might be this part, looking at it now. Yeah, it is that part. And that's something I just really dig about this game, is that you can see that far. So we're, like, looking right down to here. Good times. Like, that changed the game for me. I used to not play with distant terrain turned on. I didn't even know it was an option. And when I did, oh my goodness, it's so easy to find cities as soon as you start the game. You just like look over and be like, hey, there's a big flat area. I bet that's a city. Sometimes it is. Nice. Yeah, I do think I want to work in some more of the flagstone out here. I know it has terrible hit points, but whatever. I don't want this to just be solid adobe. That's so much adobe. Yeah, this is what we did yesterday. We got all of this done. And we started in on the west side. Oh, we got almost half of that done. Oh yeah, isn't that right? I said like half a half, which we had like a quarter. But yeah, this is what we've been doing. Just kind of like setting up each area. And then we just like dig that layer out, put in the flagstone, put in the ramps, and you just pop over and do the next one. We've just been kind of like setting them up, just going from one to the next. So, and we still have a ton of work to do on top. Like I have 1.5 billion of repair work to do. Man. It's going to be interesting though. It's exceedingly excessive, especially for like a single player, but it's a great time. Anyway, let's go. Running along our grand hill that we built by hand. Oh man, and this is why I'm saying like I should have just built my own mountain, really. Like I know it wouldn't look like an actual mountain would, but I'm sure you could mess around with it to make it look a bit better than kind of just like this. This is like basically I just put down dirt ramp blocks. Is what it is. It's like a 45-degree angle. It's like the same angle you get from putting down any ramp blocks. So zombies can run up this, and most of this is hollow. Like there's like a spine of dirt that goes all the way down and is solid all the way up to the surface level, and then there's a 3 wide gap and another one, and I just covered over those with dirt. So should be good. We shall see. Yeah, we need lots and lots of sand. My goodness. Hmm. And I guess if I really, really wanted to, I was just gonna dig up all the POI roads. Oh man, it's not like the best ratio for sand and stone, but it's not too bad. Man, it's a quiet day in the wasteland. There's nobody out here. It's like normally I can hear like burning zombies all over the place. I'm just hanging out by myself. Oh, I've been here. I still need to probably come around and hit some of these up. Like the lead and the nitrate would be most helpful from those. That lady just spawned in here. Oh, these are all like areas just spawning in, huh? I guess I haven't been through here in a while. And there are a lot of y'all. Let's kind of deal with this. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is fun, relaxing Masada raid. Everybody's a walker. It's only 6 a.m. It's so much fun. I have one coming up behind me as well. Oh, I still had 2 rounds left. Yeah, this is a this is a fair number of zombies just be hanging out. Just in time for that Missy Mermaid special. Oh man, how are you doing today, Miss Mermaid? Welcome into the stream. Guess it was a good time to stop. No snake found. Yep. Yeah, it was the first one, the first snake found of the day. RNG was on our side. Oh, okay. Oh, look, we do have a wandering horde coming through. Okay, cool. Let's just kind of like clean a few of these folks up while we wait. Oh, I don't know how to knife fight. The timing and the distance on it is terrible. It feels awful. It's something I kind of want to practice. And I guess, like, Masada is a good place to do that. What am I stepping on? Oh, a tree. I got these fancy walking zombies. Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Well, if you hit him in the head, it's vicious. Oh my gosh! What have I been doing with my life? the spacing, or not the spacing, but like managing the distance is weird. Like you gotta be really close. I'm going like right above his head. See, with the club, you almost want to aim above their head, like right here, so that when you swing down, it comes down on their head. But the knife, it's like you want to aim at their nose. Just want to hit them right in the nose. Let me see your nose, lady. This thing is vicious. Oh my goodness. What are my skills at for this? This is why I love walking zombies. I have Knife Guy and the Decapitator maxed. See? I love walking zombies. Very nice. It's interesting. I've never messed with it. I've always just done the Spike Club because, I don't know, the knife it is a little awkward. But I assume that's just, like, lack of practice or familiarity with the, fighting style. Oh! Come on! Ah, oh, the lag! Alright, lag makes it difficult. And being up close is going to be interesting with that. Oh, I'm stunned! I can't wait! I fight you, zombie! We're working on it. I'm a little shaky. Like, it's like, I think I'm a little wild with the knife. It'd be fun, though. I kind of want to learn how to do this. Man, there's a lot of zombies. Hey, Susan Royal. Just look like, you know, normal 7 days to die. Like, just the random freezing and lag and stuff. Welcome into the stream, Susan. Oh, good to see you. I'm trying to learn how to knife fight. I'm not very good at it. Like, there's gotta be a more efficient way to do this. Oop, crouching is probably not that way. Oh! Oh goodness. She lost her face. I've heard you need those. Oh, I'm stunned again. Alright, I gotta drink beer. I was trying to get away from, without drinking beer, but I believe that's a bad idea. Oh man. Who does this? This is so hard. Got him. He fell off the face of the earth. Oh jeez. It was all good. Life happens. Oof. And it's a good thing that, oh, you were there to help. I'm sure she's very appreciative of all that you do. Stab you in the leg! Oh, jeez. It's so weird. Alright, check it out. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Oh my gosh. That's so good. It's so easy to work on the timing for that. Yeah, I don't understand the knife. Like, it's kind of fun, but I don't understand it. I think I should work at it, though. I mean, why not, right? Anyway, we have an enormous mess to clean up now. I found all these. Yes. Bleed effect. Great for slashing zombies and gutting animals for meat. Probably shouldn't use the same knife for that, I'm just saying. Yeah, bleed out and blunt trauma. The club is just so good. The spiked club is amazing. We are in need of some honey or some antibiotics. squeaky little chair. This thing's still comfy. I like it. Yeah, so I guess what happened is I got the area spawns and the wandering horde coming through. It's a good time. I mean, I probably should go loot that gun save for my trouble, right? Like, I already killed all the zombies. The loot's just sitting there now. My inventory's gonna be full before I even get to the desert. It's all good. I have a place set up down there with a chest, and I can just go drop a bunch of, well, basically everything that I'm not here for into the chest. And I'll deal with it some other day, or we'll just leave it. Either way. Oh goodness, it's like Horde Night out here. Okay, is that everybody? Okay. Let's do this over here. That way it'll despawn while I'm working my way through the house. Oh, someone's here. Okay. Oh, have I already been in here? Oh! Let's check that out. I left a ton of junk in here. Hey, what's up, man? Oh. Somehow I managed to... Okay, I thought I shot him in the hand somehow. Dude, what are you doing? You see him overacting on that? It's like he was dead way before. He did that, like, overacting slow death thing. Oh, wow. Got all kinds of stuff. Just scrap some of that. Apparently I was in here trying not to freeze to death. Just have some random campfire laying out here. Most of this stuff is just gonna get, like, dropped off somewhere, but it's just like I can stack all the scrap iron and cloth though, right? Jars stack amazingly well, like 500. If I had a cooking pot in there, I'd just turn that into a jar of water and drink it. Or purified water, sorry. Okay, so we're going to, come on, do that. I'm just gonna drop that. I'm gonna scrap those. Okay. Lady, you're gonna have to wait. I'm busy. I don't want that egg. Put it back. Okay. Yep, that's it. Ma'am? Ma'am? Yep. That did it. Let's, oh, aren't there some stairs right here? Yeah. We can just walk down over here. Woo! Wait, where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Oh, sweet. We'll just take it with us. I got enough, waiting on despawn timers out here already. All that stuff should be gone now. But I do want to check something real quick. So the grass goes all the way up to the road. Okay. So I think it's just on... Is it just on the highways near water? Where they'll have, like, gravel all along the highway? Interesting. But yeah, you can totally, like, early game, something I'll do is, make myself a fancy stone shovel, and I'll come up and just, like, dig one of these up. You know, it's not a ton, but, you know, early game you need sand and stone. So, it's like, Definitely worth digging up. Like, I'll hold up in a POI, and then at night, when all the zombies are running, I'll come out here crouched and just, like, dig up the whole driveway. And go back in, and I can make some jars and go gather up some water and stuff like that, you know. But, I mean, it just kind of depends on what your situation is. Sometimes you get lucky and just, you know, find a ton of jars or whatever. Come across a place that has, like, you know, 4 coolers in it. You're set. Your 10 jars of water. It's amazing how awesome it is to have, like, a single stack of water early game. For me, I'm just like, oh man, that's the best. I'm totally set now. All this purified water. I think because you can just drink it, then you have those 10 jars to keep reusing. Like, it doesn't take long to stack up, but yeah, once you get that first stack, it's a good feeling. Yeah, this is the highway we were looking at from my base. And I would love, oh my gosh, I would love to build in there. The city has them on all sides. All the highways that come in make these huge valleys between the hillside and the highway itself. It is a super good time. You could do so much stuff out here. Hopefully, we don't run into any bears. Like regular bears, not too bad. Zombie bears, I'm pretty much not stoked on. We should be fine up here, but every once in a while I do see like cops and spiders and stuff hanging out up here. That is the hub city right there, so some of them do just kind of wander around and or spawn up here. But zombie bears are usually pretty easy to see in the daytime. It's just like this giant black mass in the distance. And you know something's not right. It's weird, like their fur is super, super dark. Because all the other bears are like, you know, kind of like brown bears, or like grizzly bears, I guess I would say. That kind of coloration. But yeah, like all the zombie bears are like black bears, I guess. But they're huge. They're super huge. But yeah, oh my gosh. Check that out. How cool would that be? You could do so much. You could do so much with all this space. Either build inside of it, or like I'd like to build inside the walls. And have the base like wrap all the way around the corner and come out down this way. Maybe have like some bridges or something to go between them for the mini bike. Yeah, I don't know. There are a ton of options. Those bridges would be like covered with spikes on top though. The zombies would just be walking off over onto the top of the base if you didn't. Oop. Nice. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so it's not just, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I just learn something? I might have just learned something. Oh, that's a T1 canyon waiting to be discovered. Indeed. So this is what I was talking about, like the gravel along the side of the highway. And then right here is just like abruptly cuts off. So I think, possibly, I'll have to look into it, but maybe this only shows up on the highways near cities. Like if you see the gravel start to pop up on here, that means there's like a city or like a four-way nearby. Yeah, same ratio as like regular gravel driveways. Close to the water? Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the On the south side of the hub city, you actually have a desert biome, I think right over there. All of this sand is just like that water biome stuff. It's not actually desert. Oh no! Oh! I walked right off the cliff trying to open my map. Hey, we have an airdrop. Okay, here we go. Oh, so it's a mix. So this more tannish colored area is just like water biome, sandy area. This yellow, this like bright yellow sand is actually desert biome. Meaning that you could like dig down and find oil shale and all that jazz. But I did not expect, the way this is set up having like actual desert biome and just like the, whatchamacallit, water biome stuff. If I'm reading that right, that's what I do believe I'm seeing. Because this is where I set up my desert mine. And I know for sure that's a desert mine because I found all kinds of oil shales all over. It was in my way, non-stop. Alright, 1. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Just need 4 cotton. I'm going to take this 1 frame and scrap it. I think that's enough. What do you get for that? Yeah, plenty. So we'll do that. Oh, I already had some wood on me. Oops, my bad. Whatever. So anyway, cloth fragments times 2. Splint times 1. Alright. I already had a splint on me. Okay. Well, that was a tutorial on how to make a splint when in need. Although I was not in need, I felt the tutorial to be necessary. Oh man. But yeah, I must have picked it up off one of those nurses earlier. And a lot of times when I'm just like looting bodies now, I just kind of like scoop everything up. I don't really look at what everything is in there. I just like scoop it up, scoop it up, scoop it up. I'll sort it later or whatever. And especially like Horde Night, I'm just scooping everything up and then throwing into a chest, and then I sort it all at once at the end. Yeah, this is not a bad little area. Oh my goodness. What is this? What did I do? Are you kidding me? I did all of that for a storage chest? Oh man, the frame loss is terrible looking back at my base. Let's not do that. It's gonna be a bummer running all the way home. I don't know what's up with that. Like that happened in Nemesis also. Like I left a wandering horde somewhere. No, it was a ton of screamers or something. And like every time I looked over to where that happened, the game was like always laggy. For like the rest, like hundreds of days later, every time I looked to the southeast of my base, it would be laggy. And if I was southeast of my base, if I looked to the northwest towards my base, it was laggy. It's super, super weird. We made it! We are in the desert! I like the desert a lot. I would like to set up a base in the desert sometime. Hey man, we're back! Oops. Take your $1. Oh, he was invisible. Okay. Oh wait, what are y'all breaking in there? I actually have stuff in... Well, I don't think I really... Oh, yeah, you can break those. That's what they're there for, man. Dude. Oh, the knifing. It's so weird. It's powerful, but I don't understand how to use it yet. Oh, silly zombie. I got a fish. Hi! You digging a hole? You jerk! What are y'all doing? Yeah. Okay, I thought I heard a zombie. So let me do this real quick. I guess I'll have to leave it. I could probably make a stone axe real quick, but I'm not worried. Let's go drop some stuff off. Do I have a single space here? That's all I need. $1. See you, $1. That way, if anything should go wrong, I'll spawn out here instead of at my base. Ow! Dude! Okay. Well, it looks like I was working hard to get rid of those spikes as well. Hey, that looks like $3. It's not $1. One duke. Man, I guess I should probably put those guns together and save a lot of space. I'm gonna drop that and that. Keep the jars. I might need those. Keep the splints. We got water? Sure enough. Let's save a bandage. Oh. Don't put the sand away. Honestly, I can probably just keep the rest of that, I guess. We'll get more of it. I did it. I thought I was going to keep those jars and I put them away. Where'd they go? Cool. Oh, I didn't even look for, did we have any honey? Or antibiotics just chilling out in here? Oh, we actually have a goldenrod here? Oh, wow. Must have come prepared someday. No. That's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, I didn't leave anything in here, did I? Nope. Oh, okay. Figures worth a shot. Oh, I guess I could have looked in from there, but yeah, this was the place we had been mining. So it's kind of like, I tried to like leave it covered, but I totally failed. I did not put enough supports in. You can see where I put the supports in. It was not sufficient. Anyway, yeah, we just like dug our way down with the shovel layer by layer. We started running into like way too much iron and oil shale, and I mean there is nitrate down there, but I need the sand more than anything, and I just wasn't getting any there. It's like I was down there digging forever and not getting what I needed. I'm going home with tons of oil shale, which I can't use at all. The lead is kind of nice, and the iron is pretty cool, but really I just need sand. My goodness. I have so many treasures out. Oh, 2 airdrops like right in front of me. Oh, that's right. I read a bunch of treasure maps in the game, put them all back out in the wasteland. Alright, well that's gonna have to be a stream by itself. Alright, let's see. Oh, there it is. Let's see if we can find this thing real quick. Do we have our jacket? We sure do, because we are now getting rained on. Yeah, there's a little bit of clay out here, but almost all of it is just sand. And I'm wondering if I should just deal with these folks here. Like that dog? Most definitely. So let's do that. And we are gonna Yeah, before they decide to just like run into where we're trying to work, we'll just get rid of them. That's no joke. Double the dogs. Triple the dogs. They're all trying to pull super secret flank moves. See that guy? He's trying to come around on my side? I don't think so, dog. But yeah, this will be another fancy cleanup here. Look at all these folks. My goodness. Oh, bad. Jump! That's what I want to learn. Just for fun, right? Oh, that was really bad. Man, oh jeez, there are a lot of cops out here. I mean, okay. Making sure that we're reloaded. Might have to just start doing that. Woo! See you, brother. But yeah, I don't tend to use the Magnum on cops too often. I just use exploding crossbow bolts, but it seems like as long as I got time to aim. You know, like Horde Night, maybe not, but situations like this, it might be better. Oh, I actually need you. No, stop reloading. Stop reloading. Come on, man. I really wish you could cancel reload. Something fierce. That would be awesome. Oh. How is that right above his head? Alright. Anyway, still pretty efficient. More efficient if I had better aim, but it's not too bad. You're not gonna catch me knife fighting cops, though. Yeah, I'm glad I thought about the bee there. I'm always complaining about the bees and like how useless they are, and they almost never even attack you. They just buzz around and all this and all that. But there have been a few times that I'm just like, oh, you just saved my butt. I needed some honey. I'll definitely take those 13 bullets. Maybe I should start using the hunting rifle a bit. Game's like, here, take some 7.62. Oh man, that dude had a pistol and a shotgun on him. Nail guns? My goodness. Oh, there's another dog. How many dogs was that then? 4? It's not too bad. At least it wasn't a dog horde. Those are none too fun. Oh, I forgot to pick it up. I like read the schematic for the space and then forgot to pick up the flashlight. Oh my goodness. Once again, I might have to go drop stuff off. Oh, come on, game. Oh, we have an empty can. Where did it? Actually, let's check that out. We have stuff that will not dehydrate us. See? Get away from me. I've already got what I need. There we go. We still got space. There we go. So yeah, this is where we've been working at. Same thing, just kind of like taking it down layer by layer. Um, why not? Yeah, hopefully this will, hopefully we're just able to get enough here to keep going for a while. It just goes so fast. Like, you can only make 1,000 blocks with every stack of sand, stack of clay, and half stack of stone. Now I have stone until the end of time. I will never need stone again. But sand and clay are another thing, and you need twice as much of the sand and clay for Adobe, so lots of that going down. So it'll be so much easier if flagstone upgraded to cobblestone instead of Adobe. Then I can just put down the flagstone blocks and then upgrade them, hopefully with just a single hit to cobblestone. Because I would have seriously considered building this thing out of cobblestone instead of Adobe. It just takes way too long to upgrade that stuff. Like, if you have a nail gun, it's not terrible, but even with a nail gun, it takes forever. The only thing that makes the nail gun work kind of well is the fact that it just hits so quickly. Really? Alright, well. You better not be messing up my stuff, copper. How many folks do we got here? Okay, that's not many. Just kind of gather them up real quick. Already? Oops, whiff. Supposed to get them both on that run, but that didn't happen. Ooh, lost an arm, lady. Oh! Gotta make the zombies tank those shots for you. Oh, what? I don't know about hit detection on cops sometimes. Oh, I'm dead. Nope, alright, saved. That dude, not so much. I got lucky. Whoops. I like whiffed all those magnum shots. Well, I mean, I hit the big dude in front of me instead of the cop. Do I have a chest over here? Like, that would be rocking if I did. And if I don't, I should get one. Okay, I think that's all the bodies that are out. Nope. I forgot the dude got blown up. Hey, he brought me some water. Thanks, man. You know, I could use something like this, but there's like a high chance of that just getting destroyed. How much wood do we have? 7? Oh, wow. Wait, I got 2 off that one? Alright, whatever. Yeah, we'll save that. Also, I might need to cut down this tree someday. That'll be high enough. I don't want it to be like a huge pain for me to get to. Give me my jars back. There's all this, like, I don't know, this junk that I don't need at the moment. Nope. Alright, cool. Back to work. Hey, man! What did I say about zombie bears? I do not like zombie bears. Alright, buddy. Well, this ain't my fault. You're out here in my work area. I can't see his face, unfortunately. Got him. I was trying not to use any extra shots, because if you hit them after they die, it just destroys the hide. And you do not get very much for it. Sweet. What are we up to for the day? Like 30? Nice. Way up! I don't know where that bear came from, but maybe I was, I don't know, maybe he used to hang around here and I like totally dug up his spot. He's upset about it. Oh, we should be good now, like, we cleared out the area of zombies, and we had a wandering horde just come through, and we had a bear spawn in, so I think we're fine. We still have that extra bandage on us. Let's go ahead and top our hit points off without super dehydrating ourselves. I have a jar of water. Those painkillers are nuts, man. It's like 41% or something of your hydration. So if you happen to be low on hydration and need painkillers and water at the same time, take the painkillers first. Like, it'll drop you down to 0, but that's okay. As long as you're not at 0 for an extended period of time, like, it won't mess with you. So if you just, like, take the painkillers, drop down to 0, and then, like, drink your water afterwards, you're not wasting any of the hydration from that jar of water. But yeah, this is mining on Masada. We do it all with the shovel and the pickaxe. So even though we'll be out here for a while, it's like we're not going back with like 5 or 6 stacks of sand. Like, if I got like a stack and a half, I would be really happy. If I got 2 stacks, I would be pretty stoked. But that is a lot of doing with a shovel. But at least here, it's 10 per block. In the desert, it's 8. I think it's 8 sand, 4 stone, something like that. So I'm getting a bit more with each scoop. And that's why I moved over here, is because I'm also not running into a bunch of nitrate and coal and, iron, oil shale. All that stuff is good. When I need sand, I don't need all that stuff in my way. And, like, this has a bit of clay in it, but that's cool, because I actually need clay in the same ratio to, or with the sand in the, recipe for Adobe. Oh, man. Yeah, while the zombies do kind of keep it spicy while we're out here, it is nice when they leave me alone for a little while. There have been times I've got mining and just like ended up fighting a ton of zombies and didn't really get any resources. That only really happens though when I'm in like a hurry, right? I wonder if I should do 2 or 3. I don't know if it matters. But yeah, this time we actually have we have a good amount of time until Horde Night. 2 hours. It is super nice when it gets to 4 a.m. It's like that I know I can just work, and unless it's dogs or ferals or bears, uh, we should be fine. Just kind of hang out. And we'll hear the zombies coming, and take our time, make sure our weapons are loaded, switch over, maybe have a light snack, and fight some zombies. You know, clean them up, get back to work. Like I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure how I want to do my next series. Because, like, I really don't think Traveler's going to last very long. Like, we're going to be in the hub city for a while. Like, I imagine being in the hub city for almost 100 days. Well, no, maybe not that long. That would be a bit excessive. But, yeah, like, I have a local game that I started, and I put the zombies run to default, right? Run during just the night. And, but I put their aggression at feral. And I don't think I've ever done that before. Because, what happened is, like, I'm just sitting there, like, bopping around, and, like, all my zombies are walkers or whatever during the daytime, and then just, like, out of nowhere, some zombies come sprinting at me. I was like, what? I was like, what happened? I was like, did the settings get messed up? And I was just, like, going through all the, you know, things that could have happened in my head, and, basically, what I learned is that feral means wandering hordes are, sprinting. Like, they just come running at you, regardless of time of day. And, after I got used to the used to the idea and not just completely taken back and surprised, it's kind of neat, right? It's just like it throws in a little bit of extra spice, but like I'm a huge fan of being able to avoid zombies when I want to. You know, it's like I don't mind a good fight on zombies, and then it's like if you go out at night, you know you're going out and you're ready, you know, just to fight zombies. But like there are so many times when I just want to like stop and like loot a car or something, right? But I can't because like I have 15 zombies running me down during the daytime. But the feral option makes it interesting because then just sporadically, just randomly, we're gonna have like uh, you know, a group of running zombies at us, and yeah, the higher days we get into that, the bigger and bigger those things are gonna get. So that should be rather interesting. And I also ended up putting on I put it onto 2 hour days. Like, I've pretty much been playing 50-minute days for a long time, because it progresses time pretty quick. Like, you know, you get to day 7 pretty quick, and then 14, and then it's like, you start getting, like, you know, good zombies and loot and stuff a bit faster, it seems like. Because, like, by the time I have cops coming in, I'm normally set up with some exploding crossbow bolts and stuff, so I'm not usually worried about it. It's like, sweet, send on the cops, bring us the loot, we need shotguns and military gear. But, the 2 hour day is interesting. Like, I'm just about to make it to day 7, and, I should be getting to, like, day 14, you know, if I were on my normal setup. But it's like, it's allowed me to do a lot of, like, exploration, really. I kind of landed in where I spawned in was a super nice place. I, like, looked over to the left, and across the water was the city. I was like, awesome. And then I finished my trader, or the starting quest line where they tell you where the trader's at. And when I finished it, the trader was just like back across the water, right next to where I spawned. So I spawned in between a trader and a city. But the city didn't really have what I was looking for. Like there was no crack-a-book, there was no working stiffs, and that's kind of big for me in starting a new game, especially the crack-a-book. Like I'll do without a lot of stores, but like having a crack-a-book in that first city is really, really nice. But yeah, because I had so much time, like even on day 6, I was still like running around my map checking stuff out. I don't think I've actually made it back to where I'm holed up at, because I just found like a third city, and so I was kind of looking around, seeing what it had. It's got a cracked book, but it's kind of missing a bunch of other stuff, so we'll see. But it's been nice. Like the 2 hour days have been really nice. I haven't done that in a really, really long time. So I don't know. Might mess around with the settings a bit on the next series. The always run is kind of interesting. Like, you know, Hardboilder and Traveler have been always run. And sometimes it's just like annoying. It's just like I want to get some stuff done. I just want some, you know, a little bit of time to like dig a hole, just like we're doing here. And it's like walking zombies, you know, they don't really just like throw you off as much. We'll see. Sometimes I miss it. Like when I'm over here on Masada, and sometimes I just like I'm itching for a good zombie fight, and then I have like all these slow zombies walking at me, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess we'll kill the zombies. But I think that's where that feral setting would come in handy. Because then it would give me a mix, you know? Like, most of the time I would have walking zombies during the day, but every once in a while, it's just like, surprise! There's a huge wandering horde coming at you, full speed. So, we'll see. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much sand we have from this first layer. Because the clay is, I think this is a bit smaller than when I started. I don't remember if it goes straight down or not, or if it kind of starts shrinking as you go. But seems like we're getting almost all sand here, which is fantastic. Oh, jeez. Messed up my line. Sweet, we fixed it. Oh, I didn't bring any steel with me. I just realized I didn't bring any steel with me. Oh, you nub. Alright, that's unfortunate. I was just looking at my shovel and it's like, well, this thing's already halfway worn out. And I was about to talk about the fact that, you know, we're just digging sand and it's a steel shovel, so it doesn't matter. We can just run it all the way until it breaks. And I was like, oh, it's gonna break. And I don't have any steel. Go try to find a working stiffs in town and hopefully they have like a little bit of steel on them. I think I've got a little bit of money in that chest. Although I've got like, I think at least 2 good puffer coats in there, and those are probably about $1,000 a piece, I would imagine. Nah, they're kind of low level. They might only be about 700 or 800, but still, that's enough to buy a few pieces of steel. If we were had a trader right by. Man, well, I'm glad I at least repaired it, right? uh, It's a bummer too, because like I thought about it before I left. I was like, we'll have to bring some steel for repairs, and then I just like I made the shovel and combined it in the workbench and just put all the resources away. Oh man, we'll be fine. That is kind of a bummer though, because it's like it's a trip to get out here. Like you really have to like plan for like a day to go mining. Oh, it's a little bright. 6 a.m. sun on the sand, mining helmet as well is a bit much, kind of blinding. Oh, goodness. It's been a while since we've done this. I've kind of forgotten, I've kind of forgotten how this was. What are we at? Oh, check it out. Oh, that's pretty rocking. We got 7,200 sand already. So that's not too bad. I guess we'll see how much we have when our shovel breaks. We're already below 50% on it. 46. It'd be cool if I had a bit of steel hanging out at that shack over there in the desert. And what I should do is go poke my head down into that mine real quick and see if I can see some nitrate. Just like scoop up some nitrate with my pickaxe before we head out. I think we're good on iron. We're gonna need, oh my gosh, we're gonna need so much scrap iron and steel, but I think we're doing pretty good. I will most likely still be digging stone out over at the base as we're working on it. And that's not much, but the stone, or I mean the iron does add up. Alright. That's awesome. We still have like 4 days until Horde Night. It was 392, right? I think that's right. 392, 399, 406. Yeah. I think that's where we're at. But, we're not going to spend that much time out here. I was thinking about that after I said it. I was like, yeah, 4 days until Horde Night. And people were like, oh my gosh, you're going to stay out here for 4 days? Just sit here, like, digging this hole. We wouldn't have to come back out here for a while if that were the case, though. Awesome! Almost done with the first layer. Alright, we're gonna just see where we sit, but this might work, you know? Just take one layer off and then, like, head back. Because I seriously don't want to spend all day doing this. As helpful as that would be, it's extremely boring. It's like, come watch me mine for 4 hours. It'd be awesome. Yeah, so no, we're not going to do that. Where are we at? It's going to be close. If we get to 2 stacks, that'll be cool. We might not reach it, though, because of the clay. And that'll allow us to make, what, 2,000 more adobe blocks. Luckily, we don't need any sand for the flagstone. No, not the clay. I wish you got 30 sand per block. That's so nice when you need clay. Oh, there's a nitrate deposit in here. You get sand, clay, and nitrate? That's pretty solid. I'm not sure how far down it would be. But like this isn't even gonna go much further. I think stone's only like a couple layers below this, right? Like since this isn't the desert, we will actually run into stone. Then we could start a new rectangle. Actually, this one might be a square. I don't know if I measured it out that closely, but we'll just call it a rectangle to be fair. To be safe, I guess. It's a polygon. Oh man. Yeah, zombies have been pretty cool. Letting us hang out, do our thing, get all of our digging done. I can appreciate it. Oh, this one's just iron. Yeah, that is like a lot of ways, or a lot of times, quick way to find some resources, I guess. Like, there's these little gravel patches are all over the map, all over the place. Whenever you hit them, you'll get like sand and stone and some type of resource. And whatever it is, if you dig down through the stone, there's a good chance you'll find a nice little pocket of that stuff, not too deep. It's just kind of a way to give you a heads up on what's down there. Like, we dug down here, the iron. I mean, iron's everywhere, my goodness. I used to set up iron mines in the maple forest, because that's where it's like, I don't know, most densely spawned in by the game. But that's nonsense. It's totally not needed. It's like, no matter where you go to dig for anything, one, you're going to be digging through a ton of stone, unless it's the desert. And two, there's just iron pockets everywhere. Every biome has iron. And you'll definitely find a lot of that in the desert as well. Yeah, that stone will get you iron, and you're probably going to find a iron resources before you find the nitrate or coal or whatever it is that you're looking for. So, man, we're almost done with this. Our shovel is going to make it. I guess that's about right, you know? Pretty much takes the full durability of the shovel to clear one layer. That works for me. Nice. Boy! Boy! Y'all heard that, right? Well, it wasn't just me, right? Interesting. That shouldn't be hollow right there. Very interesting. Okay. Aha! I knew it! Bear's just hanging out, man. Oh, hey! We got a bunch of friends. Alright. Mining break. Don't be messing up my frames, man. And a 1. Oh, man. I guess we can kind of just, like... Some will come this way a bit. Did that lady just break her legs? 1, 2, 3. It's only like 3 meters, lady. Well, I mean, they are zombie legs, right? Like, there's a chance of decay and whatnot. Well, I mean, not a chance. That's just what zombies do. Man, I love this gun. It's such a good time. Oh, I should probably loot these two. I'm not sure. One of them's gonna probably get destroyed. Well, I'm glad we hopped up to look for the bear. We just got to see everyone making their way down here. Crawlers. I should just start cleaning up. We can do both at the same time. Hey, a treasure map. I guess I can work on the knife fighting. Oh, wait! No! No! No knife fighting! Get out of here, bear! Whatever, man! Oh, I don't have a beer on either. It's mostly bad. One more. As far as what's in my chamber. Ah! Whoop, whoop. Are you dead? Die! Die! One more! There we go. Oh my goodness! You big maniac! How much space do we got? Alright, cool. So another fun thing about walking zombies is like, I want to get that bear. I want to scoop him up because I want that hide. And other than this crawler that is like ruining the whole plan because he has no idea what's going on. Basically you can just lead him away, and it takes him forever to get back, so you can kind of do what you need to do. There we go. Oh, I had the mining helmet off. It's like, man, it's dark out here. Oh, oh, back-to-back neck pounds with a knife. Oh, back-to-back-to-back. Oh my goodness. Oh man, there goes the streak. But 3 in a row. Oh, he got one. Oh man. Well, 4 zombies in a row. Hey man, that was my foot. Yeah, but 4 zombies in a row died to the neck fountain. I'm gonna have to mess with this thing. Oh my goodness. I'm glad you were there, Messy Mermaid. That was a rare thing. I guess because I don't ever fight with a knife, but beyond that, to get like that many of them in a row. I don't know, maybe maybe this is way cooler than I thought it was. The decapitator, dismemberment, plus 15% chance. That's pretty rocking. Once again, most of this stuff is just gonna get tossed or whatever. I just need to scoop it up, move on. Hey, that big guy. How's it going? Welcome into the stream. If there were pits, oh man. Yeah. Yeah, welcome in. We were just cleaning up an afternoon mess. Nice little wandering horde came through. Zombie bear came through. I may have yelled a little bit, screamed a bit as well, but we got it done. Man, you've all got junk. Yeah, we are currently out gathering resources so that we can continue building. Like, we do have enough right now. Like, we have stuff kind of stacked up a little bit, but what we have is not going to last long. Like, we put down a ton of adobe yesterday. I guess we cleared 1,000 blocks of adobe yesterday. But, yeah, it's just burning our resources super, super fast. Well, see how much clay do we have? I think we have space to finish this. Then I don't have to like run up to the look at this mess. I don't have to run up to the chest and sort things out. And then come back here and dig and then go back to the chest to pick things up. We'll save ourselves a trip. Oh, can't wait to see me hit 1 million subscribers. Oh my goodness. I want you to remember me when I did. Alright, cool. I don't know that that'll ever happen. That is a ton of folks. But yeah, there's definitely been like, you know, people who've been around the channel for a long time and just kind of like supporters of the channel, and some people have like come over and like hang out when I'm streaming on Twitch as well and stuff like that, and it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, I think a million, I think 1 million is nuts. But we are up to, what are we up to? Like, I was just looking. Hey, where's my mouse? Mouse, where'd you go? Oh, there we go. 260. I had to scroll up over a bit and I couldn't find my mouse. Yeah, so I guess we're right there, huh? We're almost there. On the cusp of 1,000,000. Yeah. Well, that would be cool. Like, it seems like the channel's been growing quite a bit recently, which has been a lot of fun. Like, because I've been able to like have more content coming through. Like, I have the streams from Twitch that I'm sending over, and then I'm still doing the Masada series here on YouTube a couple times a week. So those videos are posted every week, and um, yeah, it just seems like more people are getting to notice me, coming to check things out. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, this is gonna be my YouTube series for a while. It's gonna take a while to finish this phase. But that's been the kind of a really interesting and fun thing about this build is it will take longer than any base I've built before. Just primarily due to the fact of like needing to gather resources with a shovel and a pickaxe. All the digging that I'm doing at the base is no power tools, no mini bike. Like when I want to go to the desert, it's like we have to run over here, and it's not a short trip. um, so just kind of stuff like that. But it's like it's really rewarding to sit back and just like look at it, and like it may not be the best looking thing. It's a little bit like overly much on the Adobe, I think, outside. But and spacing is all weird and off. But it's really cool to sit back and look at it and be like, man, I can't believe I did all of this stuff with a shovel and a pickaxe, no auger, no power tools of any sort. Oh man, is it gonna make it? Is the shovel gonna make it? It's the real suspense in the episode right now. Trying to determine whether or not this nearly broken steel shovel is gonna last. We're at 6%. You got this, steel shovel. I've got faith. But that seems about good. Like, I think one layer is good. I was gonna do more, but I'm just kind of... We completely wore down an entire shovel. And see, that's all kind of a matter of perspective as well, right? Last time I went mining, I had an auger, because I was playing a different save file. So yeah, I would look at an area about this size and be like, oh, I would just take like 2 or 3 layers down real quick. And you just like hold down R2 and go to town on that thing. But yeah, the shovel is a very different beast. And taking down one full layer feels really good. It's like, sweet, we actually accomplished something really good. Whoop! Where are we at? Oh man, check it out. We're so close. We are 55 sand shy of our second stack. That's not bad at all. Alright. I guess we can go ahead and turn our mining helmet back on. Alright, let's just eat this because I know we're hungry. 88. I'll save the jar of honey though, because we might need that. That's definitely coming with us, and so is none of the rest of the stuff. Okay. Do we have duct tape on us? We sure do. So this glue is about to be a duct tape as well. You should do Ark. That is a game that people keep telling me I should check out, and I may be inclined to do so someday. Oh, come on now. Quit freezing on me. But, I'll have to see. I do love me some 7 Days to Die. And I think a lot of times I keep trying to play other games and it just doesn't work out. I always come back. Like, 1 wood, why am I carrying that? Cop attitude, whatever. Treasure chest. That's okay. Take that. Take it by $5. Actually, $5 is absolutely worthless to us. 4 bullet casings, though. I think the flashlight attached to the Magnum is the silliest looking thing. And this is why I don't understand why you can't attach a flashlight to, like, just like, I don't know, any helmet. Right? You just, like, tape that thing down. Oh, yeah, jeez. Sorry, I was running the wrong direction. I wasn't even looking for my bed. I'm just like, we're done, let's go. I do need to stop over in here, just kind of make sure I got what I need. And I'm gonna hop up and take a break real quick once I get there. When do I think the new console update is coming? After we get new consoles. And I guess what I mean by that is I don't expect anything until PlayStation 5. And it's just like, you know, the Fun Pimps aren't like this huge gaming company. They don't have tons of money, resources, like man hours to actually devote to porting the console, which is a rather expensive process. As far as I know, they have the rights back to the game now, but I don't think anything's going to happen with the game until they are done with PC, and most likely it'll just be a ported version of that finished game. Like, I don't think they can update this anymore. Like, the games are so different now. Trying to update this to what PC is, I don't even think it would work. They got sued, that's why they haven't updated it. Hmm. Yeah, I remember they were in court, like working, trying to get the rights back from Telltale Games. And yeah, like I said, last I had heard, which was I guess a while back now, that they did get the rights back, and they're just kind of sitting on it. 'Cause yeah, I mean, their focus is the PC game, and that's kind of like what I want. Like I want them to be able to finish it, and then just send us a finished product, right? I don't want to have like a game that's still waiting on updates and things like that. As interesting as that is, and that life cycle is really interesting. Um, I don't know. It would be nice just to have like a finished product that we didn't have to worry about. When do I think they'll finish PC? I have no idea. Like I've heard Alpha 19 is coming out soon, so I don't know. Maybe Alpha 20 will be their final one. And that'll be their full, like, when they go gold on it or whatever. Hey, Gaming Granny! Oh man, inopportune time. I'm just about to step up. But I'm super glad that you are here. I just need to take a quick break, and I will be right back. I apologize. Man, you just got here. But, yeah, hi. I'll be right back. I'll see you all in a minute. And I am back. Thank you for your patience. Whew. My apologies. But yeah, welcome in, Gaming Granny. Sorry to hop up as soon as you got here. Yeah, let's just go ahead. I guess we can take some of this back. Like 1 grain alcohol, 3 cloth, all of this stuff. That needs to stay. It's just, yeah, that's good. Always take the nitrate. Animal fat, there you go. That's good. But yeah, I don't know. Have you seen this game, Gaming Granny? I don't know if you have seen this build here. Oh, and by the way, everybody in chat, Gaming Granny 56 is totally a streamer of 7 Days to Die over on Twitch at Gaming Granny at twitch.tv. But yeah, they have a super good time, and it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to hang out in their streams. The Gaming Granny, Gaming Sandra, and Lion Queen all stream 7 Days to Die together, and it is a fabulous time, I assure you. Oh, you're super welcome. It's been so much fun. I've really been enjoying the I don't know, the community as it's growing over there. I keep finding new 7 Days to Die streamers, and it's just you're all so just chill and relaxed, like Wild Mantel and all of you, and just everyone that's out there. It's so much fun. Oh my goodness. Are you going to be doing a Draw My Life at 1,000 subs? I don't even know what that is. Am I out of the loop? Should I know what that is? But yeah, we are gonna make our way back to our base, avoiding the hub city. As you know, we are on foot only. But this hub city has the coolest land features I've ever seen. You basically have to explain your life by drawing it and speaking. Interesting. I don't know. That would be kind of interesting. I don't know if that's something I would work on it. Maybe I could build my life. I'll build it in 7 days. I'll do a series on it at 1,000 subs. That'd be interesting. And then just set it up so it's I don't know if I can really, because I can see what I'm doing, but I don't know if anyone else can see what I'm doing. But just set them up in a long line, just things I've built in game, and then just drive by on the mini bike while looking over at them very slowly, and then tell the story of the buildings that I've built and why. To be a build my life instead of draw my life. Alright. Yeah, as it is, like I said, we're on foot, so it's going to take us a little while to get home. But we will eventually get there. This has been one of the, really interesting things about this series is, no engines or anything. Everything you do is very meaningful. Man, we've been getting super lucky out here. Oh, see, that's I need to get a Discord. I've had a few people mention that recently, and I haven't set one up, but I really should. It's just one of the reasons I haven't is I know it's probably something that I wouldn't interact with very often, right? And it's something that I didn't want to set up and then, you know, not really be a part of it. But people keep mentioning it. So, I mean, I should look into it, see how that might work out in my schedule and stuff. And I'm sure I don't have to spend all day on it, so, you know, checking up on it every once in a while would probably be handy. On Twitch, indeed, yes. What is that? Oh, that's just a weird way the land spawned in there. Okay. But yeah, the Twitch channel is the same name as the YouTube channel. That's actually the reason why there's the 2025 at the end, is because I couldn't get T1000 on both Twitch and YouTube. But I was able to get this, so that's what we went with. But yeah, the Twitch, I mean, basically I have two different series going, right? Like I've got this one, and this one has been going for a while and will still continue to go for quite a while. But yeah, right now on Twitch we're doing the Traveler series, and that is very, very different from this. Actually, it's different from any game I've played, really. I should probably get some stamina back here, just in case I'm surprised by some folks. I gotta take this flashlight off, it looks silly. I can't do it. I can't do it. There we go. I think I was only doing it to save space, really. It is super handy, though. Like, to have a flashlight, it's brighter than your mining helmet, so if you get into a cave or something like that, way better to have a flashlight than a mining helmet. Like, a mining helmet will work, but that flashlight is amazing. Especially if there are bears. Or a feral just, like, waiting in there for you. Oh, and what's funny is, like, okay, so my bed is down in the desert, right? Like, I moved it down there just in case I died. I could spawn back by my body. But right now, like, I'm heading back to my base, and I'm using my rental marker for my rented vending machine. And that's super fun. You're not really supposed to have those. Make a video. Private server where it is your fans can play with you. Yeah, it's like, right now, like, all my current series are on private servers. I pretty much just play as solo. But, I have been looking into, like, getting, hopefully some people to come in and just, like, you know, on a stream and just kind of play at the base, check it out, walk around. Because they're super fun. Like, and they're way too big for one player. Like, as you're about to see, they're all too big for one player. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. And it would just be fun. I've not been able to see, like, people running around my base. I've built all of them by myself, so it's just been me and the zombies hanging out. I guess I should say the zombies and I hanging out. Oh my goodness! But yeah, we're almost back. We'll get a little bit of stamina. No, it is starting to load in from here. Huh, neat. Woo! I think did I clear the trees from out here? Seems like you can actually see it now. There we go. Oh my goodness. Well, it's not entirely loaded in, but you can't actually see it from one end to the other if you're out here at the Horde Defense. But anyway, so we finally made it. Gotta go outside because it's my baby sister's party. Oh, right on. Well, I hope you have a fantastic time at the party. It's always a good time. Eat some cake. It'll be great. But yeah, take care. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, man. Yeah. We are just kind of getting underway on working on Horde Defense and stuff like that, so It's day 389, and we don't have a horde defense out here yet. No, we have just like a basic platform setup that we use. Yeah, this is what we're working on. Let's see, where should we start? Where do y'all want to start? Let's hop down, let's go into the crafting room real quick. Because I do like going through the cobblestone hallway to get here. Yeah, this thing is a good time. It's going to be a while before we're finished, but it is a good time. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there's like there's another one of those little platform things out there, but that's our horde defense. It's a great time. But the flag is ridiculous. Like I said, that's mostly it. You can't see all the way to the edge. It doesn't like load in that far. Same over here. But you basically see about the size that we're working with. These kind of being our future spike pits. We're just building them now. We'll add the spikes later. But this is where I started with an iron pickaxe. And like, wait, what's our elevation? So we're at plus 88, so I think that's plus 90. And we dug this with our iron pickaxe. It was a good time. Yeah. Hey, we made 2,500 bucks. This thing is fantastic. The fact that we can carry this with us. And I can just like throw these in here. Oh my goodness. It's the best thing ever. But yeah, I'm not gonna spend like a lot of time in here. This is mainly just all my crafting stuff. So we have our horde board, I guess. Horde nights coming up. Yeah, it's a nice little space. It's bigger. Like the crafting rooms that I make at my bases now are half of this size, and that's my general design for crafting bases or like little underground spaces. They might even be narrower as well. Anyway, this is our super fancy mushroom garden. Check it out. Yeah, it's like the first time that I've built at an angle like that. So the walls are ramp blocks, and the angled blocks are regular square blocks. It's an interesting thing. But this is like the first time I've ever built down like this. Just built everything at an angle. That was super fun. But I've played around with that idea a bit since then. And I do like it quite a bit. And this. This thing was interesting. Yeah, I think we should have enough light in here. Ah, there we go. This is the same thing. It's like interesting to dig at this way, because I normally just dig in like straight lines, right? North, south, east, west. Dig a square. But this entire build has been different. And everything is kind of off. Like all sides are different. I was trying to follow the shape of the mountain as best I could. And so it's made it a very interesting build overall. Oop. So yeah, lots of available building space, to say the least. Pretty much the only thing we've finished so far is the garden. Because I love me a good garden. And this thing is just for fun. I just put it down for funsies, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to move it. But, yeah, pretty much that area looked just like this, you know? It's just like a big hill of dirt. And we just built this greenhouse recently. Like what we were doing over the past few streams. So that thing is fun. Yeah, let me let me actually use my stairs. Put in all these stairs, I never use them. No, this is another thing that was, we built it, we finished it, but there's no, well, I mean, there's nothing in here. We do need to put some things in here to make it look more than just like an empty shell of a building. And we're still making adjustments to things out here. I am going to do some things here. I'm not sure yet what it is going to be, though. Yeah, I was pretty happy with the way this turned out. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about the use of these stairs and things like that. Yeah, we have just a nice little setup. I think I'm going to make this like outdoor plant type things and then use this more like a greenhouse for flowers and things of that nature, I would imagine. Yeah, that's really all we've done inside. Pretty much everything has been either building the walls themselves, or working out front, like, and trying to dig out the horde defense. This is inside the walls. This is actually where I came up with the design for this, right? Like, I only had one block of space to deal with, and this had to be a wall, and this had to be a wall. And I was like, alright, how do we do this and not feel like claustrophobic, like where our shoulders are rubbing against the walls? So, that's where I kind of just like started messing around with the blocks, and I was like, well, that's nice. I'm just a fan of the way it looks. And the arrow slits they're just for fun. Like, I'm not actually going to use them. These have to go, though, unfortunately. I found the limit to candles. You can use too many of them, apparently. Yeah. Basically, I just wanted to make sure that you could walk around the base. And all of these go back to the catwalk, and they also all go to the top. Which, at some point, I will actually have finished. I just haven't decided on a design yet. I've just got like a few different setups here to figure out what we want to use. Some of them just kind of look weird, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, so check it out. Yeah, I guess there's a top-down view at things. Yeah, that thing was fun. I've never built anything like that, and it was super fun. Oh yeah, we can just take this one. Like I said, they all go to the same floors or levels. Well, you can hop out here, back at ground level, or you can go down to the entrances to the horde defense. Oh. And so yeah, each side, oh no, jump. Each side takes you to one, you know, north to south, east, or west. Yeah, you can just kind of like figure out where the zombies are spawning and boogie on out that way. And then this just goes straight back to the center. So, that's about it. That's about it so far. I mean, you can see like all of our walkways, pathways, everything's of different like heights and lengths, and I've never built this way. Everything is always like measured and even and symmetrical, and I mean, as long as I don't mess up and then just have to roll with it. But yeah, this is a very different way of building for me. I'm not used to it, but I kind of like it. Like it's a challenge, and I still feel like I'm learning a lot about the game. And that's the best part for me. As long as I'm learning stuff about the game, we're good. Actually, let me take all of that right there. Oh, I have sand over here? Maniac. Hey, that put us up to 2 stacks. We'll pretend like we scooped up 2 stacks today then. That's good. I think we have all the rest of this stuff over there. I mean, I could even move that. I'm sure that's there. I'm sure that's there. That. Yeah. And we got a ton of bandages in that chest for unknown reasons. I probably have a ton of everything everywhere for unknown reasons. That's alright. Oh, we didn't have nitrate there. Probably because yesterday I looked at it and was like, what do you mean I have nitrate here? And took it back to the base with me. Oh, cool. We've got a fair amount of scrap iron here as well. So that is neat. Cool. Alright, let us gather up our supplies and get to building. I'm just going to go ahead and drop off that. Sure, we're thirsty, right? Oh my goodness. We're all kinds of thirsty. I just wanted to drop off the ammo as well because I don't have either of those guns on me. I can't even use 9mm ammo in this game. I have no guns for it. Alright, oh cool, it's all down here still. Need those. I think that's it. Okay, I was about to be like, where are my frames? No! Not my frames! Let's grab our hammer. Super fancy hammer. Let's grab a stack of that. A stack of that. We do need to get clay at some point. But clay, like I said, you can get anywhere around the map, so it doesn't really matter. Well, almost anywhere. And we just half stack of stone. Sweet. That'll allow us to make 1,000 blocks. So let's go ahead and burn some of that real quick. Oh wait, no, I need to make... Let me just go ahead and make the ramps for now. And remind me to pick up cobblestone. Let's go ahead and do that. We have 22. Let's make a bit. Because I am going to need this. Like, all over this base, I'm going to be using flagstone. So making 1,000 will not hurt me. 5. Okay, so we can take that, right? Let's put all that back. Pretty close. Alright, let's go. Close enough! Do we have all our tools? Last time I jumped down here, I didn't have all my tools on me. I did feel rather foolish. Okay, I think we're good. Sweet! You can always tell when we're building, because we have very few items on our belt that can actually save our lives. Normally it's just like tons of weapons and, you know, like meds and beer and normally just like some random of something, I guess, but it's like bare essentials, and there may even be less than that soon. Cool. So pretty much we should just be able to pick up where we left off. Except for the fact that our shovel is toast. Oh man. Sorry, be right back. Good thing that we do have all of that stuff just hanging out up here. It's kind of like my home away from home here. I'm just going to repair this thing. We'll make another one later. Oh, did that eat all 4 steel? It sure did. The hungry shovel, my goodness. Oh, and the reason that I'm like always closing that hatch is because there are enough available spaces up in my base for zombies to spawn in. Like, so they still spawn inside my walls. So, I try to keep that thing closed. Try to keep all my doors closed. Alright, so we don't have our shovel for another 3 minutes. That's not going to cut it. I don't know. How many do we have left? Like 700 or so? 255? It's about 3 minutes. Shovel, pickaxe. So we'll be using primarily these and these right now. These first two. Cool. Well, yeah. It's a pretty straightforward process in general, I guess. Just make a square. Dig out underneath that square. And you just like put in the flagstone for the floor. And then you turn that square into an octagon with some ramp blocks. Oh yeah, that's right. If you face... see, it's south, right? Yeah, if you face south, it's the first rotation. And then you can just follow it around. There you go. There you go. And now your square's an octagon. And basically, we'll just be putting in these spikes. I'll just use frames rather than like run to the other side of things right now. You can fit 5 spikes in, and those will just kind of rest there. And that's it. Nothing too fancy, there's just a whole lot of them. I really keep trying to go over to those adobe blocks, and I will absolutely regret it. I mean, it's only 1,000 hit points. Whoop, so. Let me get some dirt. Oh my goodness. I just looked down at my flagstone blocks and I have 4. Maybe not enough. Okay. I think this gets us to the center line, right? Yeah, this whole thing is weird. So all of the centers are different. It's like nothing lines up. So basically what I ended up doing, like, yeah, after like bashing my head against a wall for a while, trying to figure out like a spike pattern, or not a spike pattern, but a pillar pattern that was both sufficient enough to support everything, as well as, oh jeez, like give me enough space for spikes and all of that stuff. Like, I just could not like figure out a pattern. It was funny. I had like hundreds of frames, literally just like different patterns going back and forth, from like measuring from the center to the corner, or the corner into the center at different ratios. Like, or like, you know, I had one pattern. It was like a 3-4-4-3 or something like that, and then like, or 5, yeah, just in between each one. And basically what happens is like we have this odd center, right? So what I ended up doing is spacing from the corners in, each side being individually done, right? So every side is slightly different. Not everyone. It's basically a half and half split. So west and south are the same as far as distance from the back wall to the top of the horde defense, and then north and east are the same. And so it's been Been really weird. But it's been an interesting experience nonetheless. Those go quickly, my goodness. Alright. Need this for sure. Yeah, pretty much what we've been doing is just kind of like building this section by section, right? Like I'll lay out all of these, and then I'll like, you know, prep each piece here into a square. It's like a 3x3 square that you'll have set up, and then they'll all be ready to dig, and then I'll just kind of do each one of them individually, right? Like, you know, dig out the bottom, put in the flagstone, put in the corners, then dig out the bottom, put it in the flagstone, put in the corners. How does this work? Because there's... Oh, I think I was supposed to wait on that. Whoa! A test world for such things? Maybe. Yeah, a lot of times it's just, I mean, we test as we go. 1, 2, 3. I think that one, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's, like, it's kind of fun, but it has cost me a lot of resources. And that's one of the things that's really interesting about streaming stuff like this is, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes I make terrible, terrible mistakes and destroy half of a mountain because I wasn't paying attention to the amount of weight that I was attempting to support so feebly. And then you get stuff like that. But yeah, like, here we go. Oh, game. So you're in like a weird loop. There is actually a frame there, but the game's not rendering it in. Put a frame down, and there you go, magic. So there are a few ways to kind of deal with that. If you're way too high up, try to pick up the frame beneath you. But yeah, I may have collapsed like this entire thing trying to build this roof underneath it, right? So what I did was this used to be just like one solid mountain, right? I put the walls around like the highest point of it, and we have zombies. And then, hey! Get away from my door! The lag is real. And then yeah, we just worked our way down after that. Everybody, hey everybody, come on! Stay away from where we're working. All right, nope. I need you down here. Come on. Lady, I just ran right by you. You absolutely should have seen me. Come on, everybody. Man, look, I just put these blocks down. They're brand new blocks, you jerks. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's like herding kittens. Uh-oh. Reload. We're good. My goodness. Oh, fail. We were going for 6 out of 6. But I hit this lady in the leg. It's not a swimming pool. Get out. There's gotta be spikes in there later. Oh, you guys are terrible. Oh, jeez. I shot my own wall. Oops. The Magnum is dangerous around your own base. Alright. Oh, there they are. That's where they're coming from. Okay. Man, look, brand new stuff. The stuff is brand new, man. Bunch of jerks. Come on, everybody. Alright, my aim is bad. That's alright. You there. Oh man. I believe I hit her nose with that one. Just like, clip that thing right off. This gun is fun though, my goodness. I should be using my rifle though, my rifle skill is awful. The hunting rifle being our only rifle has made it take forever to level this thing. Oh, the hell. Did you see that move she pulled though? She anticipated the bullet. She is like Zombie Neo. My aim is too bad. Let's speed this up a bit, because I got work to do. Zombie lady? Ah, I knew it. Ah, I thought she was going to bob just a little bit to her left, I guess. And that did not happen. Are you still alive? Did you see him move? He's still moving. I think he's alive. We need to check that zombie. Oops, sorry, lady. That hit fire, though. Look at all these zombies they send us, my goodness. You know I'm working, don't you? Oh, I almost disagree. Alright, so I am going to remove that, like, 5-second section from the video. If you watch it later on YouTube, you'll never know. No, actually, I'm not going to, but, that was mostly really bad. I just kept shooting on either side of her head. I do believe, though, I was actually attempting to calibrate the sights. Oh yeah, that sounds really good. I was doing that. Making sure that those iron sights weren't, like, warped or something. You know, quality assurance stuff. Oh, nice, bro. Some water. Should I bring some food? That's not a moldy sandwich? Why don't y'all keep those in Ziplocs? Who carries a sandwich in their pocket? Not in a baggie. I'm just saying. You deserve to have a moldy sandwich. Ooh. I'm waiting for those nurses to have some good stuff. They are one of my favorite zombies, just because they tend to have pretty good loot. Like, whether it's bandages, or blood draw kits, or beakers, like, all of that stuff is good. Med kits, antibiotics, like, they have so much potential. Let's do that. Oh, I was waiting for a place for scrap, wasn't I? Okay, let's do this. We'll pick that up and just scrap the BDU top. We'll scrap the BDU top. There we go. I was really disappointed when I scrapped a set of BDUs and didn't get any military fiber. I was like, what do you mean? It's a battle dress uniform. It's military issue only. Well, not anymore, really, but you know. Yeah, but I think what they mean by military fiber is like Kevlar, you know, and stuff like that, not just, you know, more durable materials than, like, jeans. Oh, see? Check it out. Bandage and antibiotics. Madam, I thank you. Because I may at some point need those. Oh man, I almost threw that dirt out. That would have been awful. We don't throw dirt out around here. We need too much of it. We had to build an entire mountain by ourselves, so I try to keep all of it. Man, I have way too much junk here. I'm going to scrap that and pick that up. Oh no, the brass is waiting on a space. Come on, man. Here. Let's just we'll sprint our egg for no reason. Apparently, like the benefit of that is it just gets your medicine up, but it doesn't really happen that fast. I don't know. Maybe I should sit there with like a stack of splints and put them all on. Can't believe those jerks breaking my blocks. I think this is the chest we're using right now. What did I scrap? Lead? Oh, it's those fishing rings. Okay, that's fine. And do that. We're using everything else. Cool. Oh, jars. There you go. Sweet. Back to work. But yeah, I am a big fan of these hallways. And I use this design in a ton of bases now. Even on Traveler, the last base I built in there, it was kind of like I messed up my measurement. I was like, I was totally off, and I have an even room. So I have like a hallway like this, but it's a 2-wide section. So it has a bit of a different feel to it. It's kind of nice. It'd be interesting, I think, to use that idea for a mini bike tunnel. Alright, where were we? The zombies so rudely interrupted us. I do believe we're set. Yeah, we can start sectioning these off now. How was I doing this yesterday? It was like, there was something I was doing and it was like a smooth transition for me. I guess this isn't too bad, just stand up here, right? I like the fact that, let's see, like right here, it's just like adjusting my cursor over and over. This is only like 2 adjustments. I don't know, if that matters. If that matters to you in building, then there's that information, I guess. Now, I do try to, like, you know, be as efficient as I can, I guess, if that makes sense. Which you might not believe with the amount of collapsing that I've done in this game, or over, like, preparation of blocks and materials and things, and I've wasted a ton of mats because of that and had to go mining again. But, in general, I try to be as efficient as I can. It just doesn't always work out. But, so I do think about stuff like that when I'm building. You know, like, what's an efficient way for me to put these blocks down? You know, something that works out, you know, for my style of movement in the game. Which, like, I do think that's kind of like, you know, personal for everybody. Like, what feels good to you is like you're moving through the game. What order of operations do you like to follow? Because I think that makes a pretty significant difference in how you play. And probably your enjoyment in the game as well. As well, it'll also be like, you know, it'll be good, it'll be less stress, you know, on you. It's like, for me, what it does is just make sure that things don't take too long. I get impatient. And I just want them, like, I want to be able to kind of like throw these things together quickly and then move on to the next project. Like, a lot of the fun in this game is figuring out how to make something work. Or just like coming up with an idea and seeing if you can if you even have the blocks to do that, and then start playing with it around and just make as close of, you know, I guess a facsimile of what it is you were about to make. Like, that stuff is super interesting. So sometimes when I get on a project like this and it's just like repetitive, right? Like, I'm doing the same procedures over and over, and I will be doing so like hundreds of times, right? Um, this is where I like to be as efficient as is possible, because I want this to go by quickly so I can get back to solving problems. And just like designing things and looking at new ways to play the game or whatever it is, you know. So like that I feel is rather efficient, but it would work out better if I were coming from the other direction. Right? And so what I mean is like every time I finish one of those sections and I'm continuing north, I always like end up facing north when I put my flagstone in, right? But I need to be facing south for this corner piece, right? So if we start this facing south, and we actually put in the rest of the blocks that we need here. Due to the way that I play, it should have me facing the right direction when I'm done, right? Oops, give it back. And also, like you'll note, like the order of the items on my belt are geared towards, you know, allowing me to do this as quick as possible for myself. There. Well, I guess I was actually facing east, but it's like then I'm right here. Then we rotate, 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 and we go to the next. Hey, we found the stone. Stone is everywhere out here. And really, if you start in the southwest corner, my last block before the center will be right here, and then I actually will be facing south. Isn't that neat? Then I don't even have to look. Bam! Done. And now your square is an octagon. I always get excited when I walk up to a stone block that I am not aware of me hitting before, and I break it with one hit, and I'm like, oh dang, can I one-shot stone now? No, you can never one-shot stone, and it's the saddest thing in the game. Yeah, that is one thing I do wish was possible. The closest you can get is doing 470 damage. No, it's 430 damage because I think you have 70 left on a blockers. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, you can't do it. It's not possible. Cannot be done. You can adjust block hardness and things like that in your menu, though. There are a lot of options, you know, that you can mess around with in game to adjust things to your playstyle, which I think is super cool. In general, I'm more of a standard rule set as far as what they decided was cool with, like, you know, the block durability and things of that nature. Like, I don't really want to be messing with that myself. But it's like, you know, I adjust day length and enemy aggression and the level of their spawn and, you know, there's all kinds of stuff. And that I really do appreciate. Because, like, if you do want to be able to one-shot stone, you can just adjust your settings to do so. And then you can gather up a ton of resources quick. And then it's like, you could, I don't know, it'd be different. It'd be different than doing creative, because you'd still be collecting all of the resources. You'd just be able to gather them much faster. Or at least I feel that's how it would go. Oops. But I'm not sure how that affects, like, you know, how does that affect zombies hitting your blocks, right? Does that decrease durability overall for, like, not just blocks in the world, but also player-placed blocks? That I don't know. Wait, did the fog just roll in? Okay, no. How long have we been streaming? For a second there, I thought I saw it, but... I don't know. I'll have to look. Yeah. I'm used to that fog rolling in, but already. And the reason you kind of see me, like, making all this stuff in batches now, is because remember I was talking about wasting resources? I may have made a few thousand pillars that I didn't need, because when I was looking at the base and the way I thought I was going to set my pillars up, there were going to be more rows of them. And then kind of like looking at this, so like there are 4 rows of pillars on this side. This side there are only 2. South side 2, east side 4. And so I kind of just, honestly what I might have done is I may have mathed for 4 sides at 4 rows of pillars rather than 2 sides at 4 and 2 at 2. Oh man, that makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense because it's silly and nonsensical, but that might have been why I overproduced so much. There it is, 2 hours, 24 minutes, roughly into the stream. There we go. Rip visibility. Alright. But check it out! I got half of this thing done already. My goodness. And it's not too shabby. Let's see, what do we got on us? We have 227. We have 123 of those. Because we're using 9 per pit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I guess I could double it, right? So 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I guess we can count that. Because the other one will go out that far. Actually, it won't go out that far. Ah! See, like, it's so hard to measure stuff here, because, whereas that comes out from the wall 4 pillar sets, this one only goes out 2 once you get to the end of it, right? So, and I haven't even decided if I want to put pillars here. I don't think spikes. I might not on that set. Just like I said, just like I did on the other side for a semblance of symmetry. There, check out that alliteration. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. Oh, times 2, 14. Okay, what did I say on the other side? 16? So it's a 1 space difference. Okay, so that's not too bad. Anyway, I'm rambling on a whole bunch, and basically where I'm getting at is I need 9 blocks per pit, and I need 14 of those over there. So yeah, I could probably stand to make a few more flagstone blocks. So, I guess probably the easiest thing to do, and I still haven't figured out what I want to do here, because while I do the same thing, like while I have more space here, on that side between the back pillar and the wall is only 2 spaces, so that is another thing to try and figure out. Okay, we'll leave that there. There's a chance that it may be there. Wait, what is that? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. For a second there, I thought we were off by 1. But yeah, there's a chance that Adobe block may end up being placed there anyway, so we'll just leave it. Someday I'll look at it and be like, oh, this thing's driving me nuts, and I'll dig it up. And then about 100 days later, I'll be building the back section there, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I bet this Adobe block would look nice here. Mm-hmm. And I should have just left it. Alright. Do we just extend it, though? Okay, so, hold on. Right? What we would have is... I think this is out 1 block too far. Yeah, that's alright. I'm stopping out on this section because I'm really not sure what I want to do leading out to the edge itself. I had planned on putting more spikes or something like that, but I'm just like, nope. Too much stuff. All right, that one's good. We can set this one up then. Let's just do 5 then. That's where I'm kind of needing this to go. And we need that. No. Ah! I had it finished. Hey, zombies. I am super busy. Oh, hey, that is a lot of y'all. Alright, I need just a bit of time right here. This is it. Oh, I don't have my shotgun. Never mind. Did not need that time. I thought I had a shotgun on me. That's alright. Hey, zombies, y'all better not be breaking my stuff. I'm gonna be super deluxe angry at you. Where are all those headshots now? No. See, I wish I could get them out of here. I need to get them out of here. Can we see? Look, they're all just gonna be stuck here. They're so rude. I know, right? They're super rude. They're just like hitting all my blocks. I don't have time. This is all advanced Adobe, man. Come on. Nope. Stay away from my stuff. The 1 block high. It's all the defense that you need. Okay. Alright. Kinda got some of them there. I cannot get that guy to get away from my blocks over there. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my level best. Come on, man. Quit hitting my blocks. Come on. Alright. I'm trying to get him before they get in here. Oh, get me out. Yeah. Oh, can we like just run here? Yeah. Y'all get out of there. Come on. Zombies. Come on now. Most of them. We got most of them. Oh, that aim too high. I like shot right over her head. Cannot afford to miss the zombies. Come on. Okay, cool. We got them out. Okay, now everybody else who spawns will spawn out here, and we can have a great time. Got them away from the blocks, and we're good to go. Oops. Oh, totally. What's that? Wait, I had. Oh, that was bad. I need a beer. My aim's bad. Give me a beer. No, I just needed. If she would have hit me, there's a good chance she would have stunned me. Ooh, and that's the end. Good. Yeah, all of this flat area right here used to be a hill. We dug it all out, and like I do believe it was a good like 20 blocks high. Was it 20 blocks? I don't know. It was a lot. Probably gonna have to drop all my stuff off. Kind of love that Magnum. Oh yeah. It is one of my favorite guns. It's just so satisfying. And I've been growing more fond of the shotguns the more I use them. Like, for a long time, I kind of avoided them. I mean, because I think, like, one of the first times I really tried to level up the shotguns and see how they worked was, I was playing on, like, insane difficulty, and they just weren't doing anything. So I was like, I don't know about shotguns. But I've been playing around with them quite a bit recently, and they're a lot of fun. But that Magnum, I tell you what, those one-shot headshots, there's a 540 pistol hanging out on that rando Zombie. Zombie, zombie, whatever. Oh, he's still alive? But yeah, in this game, the Magnum is my most powerful gun. Wow, you have a ton of hit points, brother. I have a Magnum, a hunting rifle, and I guess either of the shotguns. That's about it. Well, that was an interesting group of zombies. That's the only time that I have to deal with runners, you know, is wandering hordes at night. I mean, most of the time I'm just hanging out at my base, right? I don't go anywhere. We're just hanging out. Oh man, we're hungry. I might pop up top real quick and grab a bite to eat after I clean up these bodies. And then I can just go dump all this stuff into that chest I have sitting up top. So much junk from the zombies! Yeah, I mean, I tend to toss the blood bags. I just have so many meds, especially since I only have airdrops come in once a week. But even if I go collect a few of those now and then, I tend to be good on med kits. Oh my goodness, the decision making is real. All right, we gotta go drop stuff off because there's still like more bodies. It's like, how long can I sit here and min max this? But luckily, we have a chest right here. And unluckily, that thing is almost full. Dang it! I should have been on top of this. Alright, let's do an assemble and an assemble. And just gather up all that ammo. Drop that. A lot of this stuff will stack. Oh no, those are my bandages. Oh, I'm actually keeping bones. Neat. That should be good. Okay. Let's clean up the rest of these folks. And then, back to work. Oh, that's right, I do need to go eat something, don't I? Okay. Well, nice. It's a decent little wandering horde. Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah, one of these days, you kind of gather things up. Just saving these for sale, right? 700 plus. That's almost 900 bucks. 760. These $3,700. Good stuff. Yeah, gotta feed this character every once in a while, right? The garden does look kind of neat in the fog as well. Let's go ahead and hop down there. Sorry for the darkness. No mining helmet. But check it out! Our greenhouse is a beacon in the night. Even though it's like 2 a.m. Well, that's all good. This thing is fun. It's growing on me. There are a few things I didn't quite like about it. But, you know, it is what it is. And I do like the way things have been turning out. Oh. Yeah, here we go. Ah, man, the fog is a bit too much here, I thought. I thought we'd get a good view from up top. Like, you can still see down in there. Or let me let the stream catch up to me. Yeah, it's kind of dark, isn't it? It's unfortunate. Yeah, I do like the garden. And well, I guess this is actually the garden. So we have our garden, and then now our greenhouse. This thing is fun. I just need to finish this out. I need to get some stuff in here. It looks neat, but there's nothing in here. So yeah, we'll get it sorted. Alright, food. $75. I bet we can eat a blueberry pie and a veggie stew. Sure enough. Oh hey, I've got a shotgun here. I've been itching to use that thing. But shotguns level up super fast, and it's really easy to find ammo for them early game and stuff like that, so, like, yeah, shotguns are level 89. We have been boogieing along with that. It's like I have to keep the rifle, though. It takes forever to level that thing. Oh, and I guess to make sense with this, it's like, along with, like, no engines or batteries or anything like that, I mean, the mining helmet we had to do, right? Because, like, viewers can't see like this. Like, I can't make YouTube videos that, no one can see. There's no point in doing that. The mining helmet is like the only electricity in the game. But other than that, no engines, no batteries, so it's like no cement mixers, no mini bikes, augers, chainsaws. But I also decided to go with no semi-automatic or automatic weapons, right? Figured pump shotgun is safe. Hunting rifles, bolt action. The Magnum, of course, like all super old technology. Bows, crossbows, totally fine. And crossbows and gunpowder put together, totally fine. I consider that to be old enough. They've been around since the dawn of time. Hey, Spontaneous. How long did it take me to get to day 390? I mean, I guess, like, I don't know, it just really is kind of dependent upon how many, or what time frame you have set for your days, right? 50-minute days? Hour? 2 hour? Or, I think I may have misinterpreted your question. Like, how many attempts do you mean? Or, like, tries of me surviving to get to this point? Oh, hold on. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Oh no. Okay, I think I'm hearing stuff. I thought I heard some zombies. And like I said, this is like terrain that existed originally, so zombies do spawn up here. How long in real life time? Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, I'm on 50-minute days. So, what does that translate into? Like, 300-ish hours? Like 315-ish or something? I don't know. I'd have to look at it. I'd have to do some math. But yeah. And then, like, days-wise, I've been working on this save file for, like, months. I started this series probably like 5 or 6 months ago, right? But, the Hard Worlder series, that made it all the way up to day 500, and I started it, like, probably 4 or 5 months. No, probably, like, 3 or 4 months after this one, I guess. So it depends, like... I just streamed this series a lot more, or I mean, I streamed the Hard Worlder one a lot more than I did this one. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go put down some more blocks. Because we're just about I'd kind of like to finish the west side. I think we're just about done. You know, relatively speaking. It may look like just a bunch of open space here, but I consider that to be close to done. So I am aware of the progress that has been made up to this point, and how far we still need to go. Oops. I think my timing is just slightly off. Okay, we're almost there. I'll go there. And this. Oh, okay. Here we go. So I got some like weird pieces over here because I was putting blocks down incorrectly, and then zombies showed up. All right, cool. These are not supposed to be here. I realized it as soon as I put them down. I was like, ah, dude, no. It's precious, precious Adobe, Bane. You need all of it. Okay, so we're good. Okay, it's good. So this, we can just bring all the way down. We need to make more of these. How many can we make? 538. Let's make 200 for now. Yesterday, I wasn't paying attention and I ran out of blocks. I don't remember if it was the flagstone or these, but like I was crafting them as I went, and you know everything was working out, and then I lost track of how many I had and ran out. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're just gonna do something else while we're waiting for some more of these to craft off, which is kind of frustrating, you know. If you're in the middle of a, or at least like if I'm in the middle of a project, like I want to do that project, like I want to make sure that I've got the stuff on me to just like keep going. But yeah, if you just have to stop and wait for more blocks to craft, it's kind of frustrating. Hey there, brother. Okay, no, it's still there. It's just a damaged block, so that actually just pulled it up. Oi! 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 Nope! 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 Hey! Get out of my... Not spike pit yet, it will soon be a pit. Telling me you ran into my base and you didn't even see me? Alright, so I think they're spawning over there? Huh, that might have been it. Swishes in on a luminescent deadly box of jellyfish. Hello! That's am I right? Welcome to the stream. I guess that was it. Hi. Alright. So that's our wandering horde for a bit. Oh, hey, that's my shovel. And animal fat is actually, like, you should totally save that stuff, even if you don't need it. Depending on your situation. Like, the reason I'm tossing it out is because I have more money than I will ever know what to do with. But animal fat, if you have too much of it that you're not going to use, my goodness, you sell that stuff. It's worth $1.5 billion. You sensed some carnage going on? I thought you check in. Well, it was a good timing. We just had the rando wandering dog horde come through. Still 2 days before Horde Night. Which means we should be getting our airdrop at noon today. And that works for me most times, I think. Unless I'm, like, building, like yesterday. I was building and I totally did not remember it was Horde Night until the sky turned red. And I was like, oh yeah, we should go do that. But yeah, having the airdrop show up once a week Like, I have them show up 2 days before Horde Night once a week. Mainly because they just, like, clutter up the map otherwise. There's so many of them. But other than that, it's like, it's kind of my reminder once a week that, hey, dude, you have Horde Night coming up. You should probably do something about that. Oh, you missed the puppy party? Ah, that's a bummer. And then you were nearly on time. For some reason the shadows being cast on that are kind of weird looking. Like in the stone, for some reason the shadows just seem deeper right now than they normally do. It could be to like the fog, I guess. And dimming the light as it comes through. And this one should do it. Cool. So this one I did go ahead and set up, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do here yet. I might just fill that in. I ended up doing that on the north side, and it's, like I said, the semblance of symmetry, as much as we can do it here. Because this pathway is our center line, actually. How the revision work going? I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry. Because these were just like building through. I do. There we go. South. No. Okay, cool. I guess I was standing there and it wouldn't place it anyways, right? Cool. Ooh, I thought that was dirt. I was wrong. Yeah, that's probably better. No, that's worse. Can't be misplacing blocks, man. You should talk about the value of resources and all that, and not having any power tools to get more and things of that nature. Can't be wasting. Like I said though, like the stone I'm fine on. I do not care about the stone. We have so much of that stuff. But sand and clay are another issue. I have thought about going to the trader and just being like, oops, I dropped 36,000 stone into your sand, or your magical futuristic machine here. And it turned it all into sand. What do you mean? Oh, man. Because that should be the maximum amount, right? There are 6 spaces in the output for a cement mixer. And so you could put in, I mean, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? You put in 6,000 stone, you get 6,000 sand. Oof. There we go. Yeah, you should be able to get 36,000 back out of it. That would be great. Oh my gosh, that would be great. You know how many trips to the desert that would save me? From what we got today, it would save me about 3 trips. which we spent probably the first like hour and a half of the stream dealing with that, like running all the way down there and then mining and then running all the way back, dealing with zombies along the way and things like that as well. So you know. Man. But this is going to be super fun. Once we get these spike pits finished out. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of resources to manage and to get these spikes up and going, but at the same time, once we get this done, there's really not much left to do out here. There's like throw the spikes in and finish the floor. Well, finish the floor and then put the spikes in. My goodness. Don't ever put your spikes out while working on a project unless you plan on those being some form of defense for you while working on that project. Like, I definitely have built bases before and like go ahead and throw the spikes out, and then, by the time I'm finished with the thing, the zombies have totally trashed the spikes, and I've had to spend a bunch of time and resources repairing them, So, I don't know, it depends on what you're doing, what kind of setup you're working with. For this, I'd rather not have them out here, because I have a place to fight zombies. I have a horde defense, to the, where is it, like, northeast of my base? Something like that? Whatever. It's over there. But, yeah, so for that, I don't want them over here. I want them over here as little as is possible. And, alright, so now we're into a bunch of stone, so I should have moved my pickaxe over sooner. It's so sad to see those 70 hit points every time you hit a block of stone. 430 damage. 70 more points, man. There's no way, as far as I know, there's no way to get those extra 70 points. That would be so amazing, though. Oh my gosh. You get one-shot stone? Oh my gosh. It'd probably be one of the best things ever. Well, I guess at this point it doesn't really matter. There. Oof. I'm glad I was standing there. And yes, these are a thing. Sweet. And do this other half. I think that's probably going to be it. That'll be good. Awesome. And hopefully my neighbor is able to get his car started without too much more trouble. And I'm never aware if that stuff actually comes through on stream or not. So it's kind of nice, like, having the window open and stuff, Fresh air and whatnot is a good thing. But, yeah, every once in a while it's just like, someone's having car trouble, or like, the dump truck comes through, or, some other delivery van or some jazz. But, yeah, I'm not sure how sensitive this microphone is. But microphone is something that I should look into. I've gotten a few comments about the quality of the microphone. One far more respectful than the other, but, they got their point across, I guess. But, yeah, it's something like, I've been using the Sony PlayStation Gold headset, I've had this thing for several years, and it's what I've always streamed on, you know. Oof, I don't like doing that. Yeah, the quality is not very good for voice audio. I don't think it's too bad either. Yeah, my main thing is like I'm streaming directly from the PlayStation. So like, I mean, I guess I have one free USB spot, right? I have my headset plugged in. That's taking up one of them because it's a Bluetooth headset. Apparently there's no Bluetooth receiver in your PlayStation for it. Even though it's a Sony headset. Anyway. But yeah, it's like, that takes up one. I guess I have a charging cable that I could take out, put the mic in, and then use like my phone charger to charge my headset and controller. Just generally what I do anyway, I think, most of the time. Noise. Oops. Ah! I don't know my directions. South! There we go. I've made too many of these today now. I may have spun around in circles a few too many times in these pits. Oh man. Let me go ahead and mark this. I have a ton of these things all over the map. One day we should gather some of them up. But yeah, all of these little tent markers here. I guess I don't have that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are all airdrops around my map. Yeah. Like, even though you have markers for airdrops turned on, if you leave the game, when you come back in, the marker will be gone. Like, it will reappear if you get close enough to where it was, and it's pretty generous in that area that it'll activate. But if you get close enough, it'll activate again. But if you don't remember where it was, it may be really hard to try to track that thing down. So, if I have a feeling that I'm not going to get to it before I end my stream or, stop playing or whatever it is, then I just go ahead and throw a marker on it. Like, I'll just throw a marker on it, whether I get to it or not today. At least I'll know where it is. But that does tend to have me with, 3 to 4 pages worth of markers. I gotta sort through. But it's cool, because, when you get, let's say you read some treasure maps, and then they're, over by some old airdrops you haven't picked up in a while, and you're like, sweet, well, let's go, scoop up some treasure, pick up these airdrops, make a day of it. Which, those streams can be a lot of fun. Just kind of getting out. We do a lot of work here, because there is so much to be done. So every once in a while, it is kind of nice just to get out of the base and go mess around and not really do anything involved with the base. Not gathering resources, not I don't know, going to buy stuff that you might need to build or anything. We're just gonna go fight some zombies and find some treasure. It'll be great. Oh my goodness. I'm talking too much, not drinking enough water. Almost there. It's about time to switch over to the pickaxe. The thing I think is neat about this is, like, as I'm digging through here and uncovering the dirt and the stone, it's like you can see basically the shape of the mountain through that, right? And it's like where the stone was is where the mountain was thicker, like the surface was higher up. And where you have dirt down here still, it means that the mountain had sloped down, right? So this was like a thicker part and then sloping down this way, right? Or kind of more so, a lot of it was like the center of the mountain is here and it just kind of sloped out this way, but you can see the differences in the terrain, right? Oh, this is like actually kind of neat. It shows it off pretty well, the cross section. So like as we were digging through, those were all dirt, right? All of these ones up until like this one is now stone, right? So where it starts to get like thicker and thicker, you start seeing more of the stone. Then out here, it's just solid stone. That goes out to here, and then you can see this nice rounded off like dirt line, and that's where the mountain started to slope back down. It's very, very interesting to have it sectioned off like this and being able to kind of still see the way the mountain was, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. There were so many things wrong with that. I was not facing the right direction. And that was in no way the right orientation. I don't know if the game likes it when you stand on top like that. Better on top than underneath, though. Like, man, that has caused some serious issues. I may have squished myself a time or two. I've only died once, though. I was all talking about how I had never died. Because I was honestly, I was being pretty silly. I was collapsing a massive amount of land, and I was underneath it trying to keep like the so like here's go. So if you're like collapsing a big chunk of land, kind of like that, like sometimes what'll happen is like the dirt blocks will start to form, and they'll actually form a little pillar that goes back up to the part you're trying to collapse, right? So if you don't like break those down, it'll kind of stop the area from collapsing. So I was running in with my auger and being like, auger that, and trying to get all that stuff done. And I got kind of like underneath the whole thing and I shouldn't have been in there, but I was having a good time on stream and I was excited about it. And, yeah, I just got stuck and I made the wrong decision. I should have turned back around, I think, and ran out, and I just ran forward and just got like trapped in there and completely got crushed to death. We lost a lot of good stuff that day. But, you know, a few thousand hours of gameplay in, and that's, I think, only the second time I've ever killed myself by collapse. The first time was in my very first world. I'd almost forgotten about it. I found a cave, and I was like, oh man, there are so many resources here. And then I was trying to be like, you know, what I thought was like smart about how I was digging it out and just going like layer by layer. And then what I did though was like there was a bunch of dirt up top, like so, and I was just digging into the resources, and I cut out enough that it just like came crushing down and just like killed me. That actually broke my game. Every time I went to go back over to that area, my game crashed. So that was rather unfortunate. But yeah, a few thousand hours of gameplay in, and only happened twice, so not too bad, I guess. I've collapsed many, many a thing. Oh, I just did that, didn't I? I'm just like straight up threw that in there. I guess we can look at it now. Because that's like 3 right there, right? Yeah. So at least like it's 1, 2. It's close. I don't know. Maybe we just leave that one for now, and then we'll decide on it later. It's a pretty simple fix. Like, I would just break out these 4 ramp blocks and then just cover it over with Adobe. And then we just fill that one in. I think that's actually what I want to do. I just wasn't paying attention, so I built an extra one. But here, for great effect, we're going to run from one end to the other of what we have available. Or what we finished so far. Alright. And go! This is all, we've built all but like 1 or 2 of these in the last 2 days of streaming. Oh my goodness. And sometimes I forget how long this is, like how much distance we've actually covered here with our pickaxe and shovel. Oh, so here's the other side. See how I did the spacing here? Like, I could have fit a pit there, but I didn't, just because there isn't enough space for a pit here, right? So that's a 5 wide gap and that's a 3 wide gap. I mean, I guess technically we could just like drop the spikes right there, but you know, I mean, I guess I could. Never mind. Anyway, but yeah, we have 2 full sides. We are halfway done with all these spike pits now. Can you even imagine the number of spikes we're gonna need? This should be a lot of fun. Man, the game is having a hard time right now. Nope. The game's fine. It's only when I look to the south, like southeast. I don't know why that happens in my games, but it is a thing. I'm gonna run into this thing. Yeah, man, I have so many ideas. Like, last night I was just sitting there thinking about what I wanted to do inside here. Like, we have a ton of work that just needs to be done outside for the horde defense itself. And I kind of want to get in on that because I'm tired of the zombies coming up and just like beating down my walls. But I was thinking about some of the stuff that I want to do over here. And if I can get it to work, it should be super fun. Especially like utilizing like the slope here, like how drastically it drops off as in comparison to like this side, right? I mean, this kind of drops off pretty quickly. Oh, no. I dug it up. It doesn't drop off quickly. But yeah, I have ideas for this section in particular. And over here, like this is supposed to be like the area for the main house. This big, silly open space here. What I want to do is build like the main portion of it right here, and then have some sort of, possibly like some sort of walkway over this, or just incorporate it. I mean, really, like you could slap a stair right there and it'd be fancy. And then I want to have it connected over here to something. But somebody had mentioned, you know, you're building all this big inside area, and like I don't have, I have no grass anywhere. I have no grass anywhere. Like I turned all of the ground over here into cobblestone, or well, flagstone, I guess. But you know, it would probably look nice. You know, like people actually lived here and had a lawn. So the main house, I believe, should get like, you know, a fancy lawn, and maybe whatever building I put over here, kind of get some of that action. And then I was looking at the space that I have here. Like, check it out. I've got this whole section right here next to the garden. We could just build it a lawn back here, pretty much. We could even just, like, build up the dirt. Actually, we could build up the dirt to meet this, which I was going to have to do anyway, and just make it grass. Like, have this whole area, and then the spot that wraps around back here. Because there's nothing I can do with this space. There's really nothing to look at back here. Right? Maybe we just kind of like bring it over, stretch it out as grass. We could throw in a few rando plants here or there if we wanted. We could pick up some fancy stuff from the trader, like some bushes. I think he has some bushes nearby. We might be able to get some of those. And then we could just kind of, man, we could do some serious landscaping. But yeah, I totally neglected that whole thing. I'm like building gardens and greenhouses and stuff, and I didn't like even think to put grass anywhere. Not as green as you might think. But, what do we got here? Do need a bit of the food and the water. But I do believe I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream for today. Like, I know it may have been a bit of a shorter one. But you know, there was doing to be done today. We got to it a bit later. And, this feels like a good stopping point. Like, I finished the whole west side, right? And basically, I'm sitting here talking, and I know there are going to be zombies show up. Like, they always show up when I'm like, alright, everybody, let's get out of here. I'm going to call it a day. Oh, I could have swore I just heard one. Alright, hold on. It always happens, like, almost every time. It is pretty funny how it works out that way. Yep, yeah, buddy. Oh! Hey there, dog. I'll close that door. You don't need in there. Come on! Alright, I guess this will work. Ready? There you go. 2 for 2, what do you do? Oh, where are they spawning? Ah, there we go. No, 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 don't break my blocks. Fresh adobe. You wait till there are spikes in there. Won't look so cool then, will you? Look at him hiding. He was camping. Dog's camping behind a behind a block. I know you got more friends. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 2 more. Where you at, doggos? See, we built this hill also. This is our first attempt at like kind of building our own hillside. I think we can do a bit better down here. But maybe there aren't 2 more. Could have swore there would be. Normally they come in like, you know, like 3 waves of whatever. I guess that is not always the case. That's just kind of what I've noticed from my own playing. Where'd I? Okay. Let's see. Last time we finished the stream in the mushroom garden. So this time, let's go ahead and finish the stream in the greenhouse. And I do like, so this is, and I don't even know if you can tell on stream. You can probably tell a little bit better from the top. You can see a little bit of the light spilling out, and those are the candles on the back wall in here. So even though I had to remove the candles off the walls, because this used to look super cool, all 4 of these had candles. That's what these are for. Like all of these, there was a candle like at each one of these. But it's too much for the game to handle. I did reach the limit for candles. I didn't even think that was a thing. Yeah, hang out in a super fancy garden. It's probably not good for the goldenrod to stand back here like this, but I do like the way it looks. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and boogie on for the day. I really appreciate all y'all hanging out today. It was a super fun stream. And we'll be getting back to Twitch tomorrow. So we'll be back on the Traveler series, I think. Yeah, we should be doing Traveler stuff tomorrow. But yeah, I really appreciate all y'all hanging out over here on the YouTubes. Some of y'all come to see me over from Twitch, which is really fun. And vice versa. I've been seeing some YouTube people coming over to Twitch, which is really good. But yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out and support and watch me dig holes and then just like lay down a few thousand blocks. But anyway, I hope y'all have a fantastic day and take care. Take it easy. And hopefully we'll see y'all around soon. All right. I'll see you all next time. Bye.